Hello and welcome to the United Stand. This is the one you've been asking us to do for quite a while. What is Jose Mourinho's best Manchester United 11 as we approach the new season? We did this 2 months ago. The link is in the video description for those who want to compare it to now. A lot has changed, but one thing is for sure. Fasten those seatbelts. There probably will be a little bit of debate in some of these positions. We are going for what we believe is Manchester United's best 11 for the Bournemouth game next week, and how that means and what it means for the wider ramifications of the squad, which is a very wide squad. In goal, I don't think there's any debate. Not Sergio Romero, David De Gea, best goalkeeper in the world for me, and without doubt, I wouldn't want anybody else between the sticks in world football. Therefore, he is the best. I don't think we're going to be as reliant on him as the last 2 years. He certainly won't be our player of the year, which is exactly what should happen at a club like Manchester United. We shouldn't be reliant on a goalkeeper, but what a goalkeeper we have between the sticks. Right back, probably first bit of debate, I go Matteo Darmian at right back. Some people might say Valencia, he's not a right back. His positional sense will cost us goals through a season. A right back's first job is to defend, and Darmian is the best defensive right back we have. He would be my right back. I still think we may well go and sign Fabinho, but is that going to happen before Bournemouth next week? It's Darmian at right back for me. I think Jose will go for Valencia, which surprises me, because he wants specialists and he's going to use somebody who's decent going forward, but positionally he will cost us goals. But so it's Darmian for us. Left back, very, very easy. No one's going to disagree with this. Luke Shaw. The cliche, he's a new signing, yes, but he is like a new signing. He is going to be one of the best left backs in world football. He's been the standout player in pre-season, you could argue, and I think as long as he can stay injury-free, which he looks like he has recovered, then he's going to have a great season and be an absolutely huge asset for Manchester United. Very exciting, just like a new signing. Centre-back positions, this is probably the position I would put most concern on, simply because Jose, throughout his whole career, has built his team on a strong defensive partnership. And I'm amazed we are going into this season reliant on, especially Bournemouth, take Smalling out, he's suspended. Blind and Bailly would be my chosen strongest two. I've said consistently that Daley Blind will not win you a Premier League title. He's a very good utility player. I don't even believe centre-back's his best position. He's reliable, but he will make mistakes. And over a season, that will cost you a title. Bailly, I think, again, will be a very, very good centre-back. It takes months to get used to the Premier League. As I said, Vidic took months to get used to it. Bailly is young, raw, and will be very good. But reliant on Bailly and Blind at the start of the season is a concern. Our backups are Rojo and Jones, which is even bigger concern. So Smalling will come in as in our strongest 11, but not against Bournemouth because he's suspended. I still think we need to sign an experienced centre-back to go with Smalling, who is still a work in progress. Smalling is still prone to mistakes, so I'm surprised we haven't signed a centre-back. I'll be amazed if we haven't done it by the end of August, but it's still a risk. You need a strong defensive partnership. It will have to be Bailly and Blind against Bournemouth. Anchor midfield, we only play one. Van Gaal played two, not the United play. We will play one. It's got to be Carrick for me. With such a concerning back four still, it's not resolved. You need Carrick. He takes the ball off the back four. He gives some reassurance to the team. The team plays far more confidently with Carrick, and he can feed the ball forward really, really well. Age is a problem, but we're talking about the Bournemouth game. We're talking about our best 11 right now. Schneidlin hopefully will go into that position, but he's far from ready for it. He's still got the hangover of Van Gaal. He's probably not fit either. It has to be Carrick. Box-to-box midfielder, Pogba. Controversial or not, Pogba will be a Manchester United player. He's got to play in that position. He's the best in the world in that position, or he will be. Box to box is where Pogba should play. Herrera, he's going to be the backup. He would play in the Community Shield in that position, but it's Pogba against Bournemouth, and it's Pogba in our best 11 as the box-to-box midfielder. He's brilliant at taking people on. He had the most take-ons in Serie A last season. He's strong. He can get back and forth. He's fast. He's got a great shot on him. He's creative. He's got to be the box-to-box midfielder. Number 10, Rooney. I don't even think it's controversial. Rooney will play against Bournemouth next week. Rooney is our number 10 in our best 11, whether you like it or not. Whether he can prove that is another matter. If he continues to decline like he has over the last 2 years, consistently putting in 5 or 6 out of 10 performances, Jose will take him out of the firing line and he'll be gone. But for the start, he's got to be given a chance. And if anyone can get the best out of him, Jose will get the best out of Rooney at number 10. On the right, Mkhitaryan, 100%. That's where he did the most damage for Dortmund last year. Assists and goals galore. He has to play on the right. On the left, Anthony Martial, no question about it. He's going to be world class. He's well on the way to doing that. He was a revolution last year and revelation even. He did revolve a bit. Get him out on the left. Long term, he's going to be a centre forward, just like Thierry Henry was. But at the moment, he's best with 10 yards in front of him, running at players at pace, using his skill, scoring from that side. It has to be Anthony Martial. And number 9, Zlatan, the best number 9 in world football, specialist. Yes, Messi and Ronaldo are better. They're epic players. But as a number 9, they don't come better than Zlatan. A goal every 2 games, holds the ball up, very creative, very agile for his height. He's going to be superb this season, and he's going to score a lot of goals, and he's going to lead from the front. Positions of concern, I keep saying it. Number 10, Rooney's got to feed. He's got to feed that axis of devastation in Martial, Mkhitaryan and Zlatan. He's got to do it. No wayward passes. He's got to be able to feed them because they can't do it off scraps. And the centre-back positions are a concern. However, let's go on to the bench because this is where it will get interesting for once. Picking the bench was almost as hard as picking your best 11. Romero goes in goal. We can only have 7 in the Premier League. Romero goes in goal. You need 2 defensive positional substitutions. Blind will take one of those positions when Smalling is back. So I'm happy with that. But for this Bournemouth game, he can't. So I would go tough. It's going to have to be Phil Jones. There's nobody better. I'd take Jones over Rojo. Second defensive position, Fosu Mensah. He can play right back, centre back, defensive midfield. He gives us that flexibility and youth on the bench, and he's good enough. So Fosu Mensah definitely takes up that defensive position. Herrera at number 4 position, box-to-box midfielder, can play defensive as a push, can go at number 10 as a push, gives us a lot of creativity and drive from the bench. He's only not in the 11 because we've just bought Pogba. It's unfortunate. 5th position, it's got to be a midfielder again. I thought Schneidlin, but I thought it's got to be Mata because the next 2 positions are obvious. It's got to be Mata because if Rooney doesn't perform, you've got Mata coming in at number 10. You can also go into the midfield. So Schneidlin or Mata, it's got to be Mata. It's got to be Mata because Carrick can go off, Blind can play there, Fosu Mensah can go there. But we need a number 10 who can come on the pitch, and that's got to be Mata for me. The final 2 positions, Memphis and Rashford. Rashford 100% has got to be number 7 substitute because he comes on, he offers us something different. He's a superb player. And Memphis, I just think he's the better creative player than Lingard. I understand some of you might go with Lingard, but I would go with Memphis. That means no Fellaini, no Rojo, no Valencia, no Schneidlin, no Ashley Young, no Lingard. That's 6 players I can think of the top of my head that aren't even on the bench. It's a massive squad. There's a lot of opportunities there. There's going to be a lot of people unhappy. There's going to be some debate on what I've said in my team there. But that's my best Manchester United 11. I do think we need a centre-back, though. Let's have a look what some of you are saying. Who is Lingard, MA7 football? Yeah, we could say that. It's 4-2-3-1. You have 2 defensive midfielders. Why do you keep going on about a box-to-box midfield? That's from Lewis Connell. You clearly haven't done your homework on Jose at all. We do not play 2 defensive midfielders with Jose. He puts 1 there and the other one is box-to-box. Box-to-box midfielder means you defend and you get forward, and the number 10 is the creative one who drops into the midfield as well. We are not going to sit, Manchester United are not going to sit with 2 bloody defensive midfielders and a back 4. We did it last season. It was a disaster. You don't do it. We might do it away occasionally, but we will not do that. It will be Carrick and then Pogba or Herrera bombing forward and helping him out, and Rooney or Mata as the number 10. We're not going to sit with 2 defensive midfielders. It is a myth and very, very inaccurate if you think that. Memphis definitely better than Lingard, strength, pace and use. I understand what people are saying about Lingard. Over the season, last year and the summer, his form is better, but Memphis is the better player. Swift Spec says he can't handle the Premier League. Rojo, Fellaini and Young will have to go, says Jason Williams. I think they're going to be part of the wider squad. We will have injuries, but you look at what the possibilities are, and it's very, very difficult to get people on the bench, even with the likes of Smalling out. But I am concerned about the centre-back positions, really concerned about it. I'm really surprised that he hasn't gone and addressed that. I know he brought Bay in, but Bay is raw and he's going to take time. He'll be very good. He's going to take time. He will make mistakes. We should get an experienced centre-back. Not always easy. Even talk of us going in for John Stones again. Hardly experienced. Difficult away games, 2 defensive midfielders, free role attacking midfielder. No, this is where we've been going wrong for the last years. He says, no, We don't need to play two defensive midfielders. We're Manchester United. We've got Zlatan Ibrahimovic up front. We've got Mkhitaryan and Martial on the wings. We've got Paul Pogba. We've got Rooney or Mata. We're a devastating attacking side. That's what we're going to do. We're not going to sit and defend. We've got Luke Shaw bombing forward. Probably he'll play Valencia bombing forward. It's an attacking side. We will not play two defensive midfielders and sit back. Those days are gone. They died with Louis van Gaal being sacked. It's got to go. Man United Salford Reds will play 4-3-3 when Pogba arrives. We've got to go on the front foot. That's what we want to happen. Joseph MUC says midfield trio of Morgan, Carrick and Pogba stroke Herrera. We won't do that. We will not play Schneiderlin and Carrick. We've got too much attacking intent in our team. Red Devil FIFA, Mark, how are you? Which under-20 player do you see breaking through first team? I'm thinking Twansibi. I think I said that last night. You look at the massive wider squad and where are the youth players in it? Pereira, Twansibi aren't even training with the first team. You've got Rashford and Fosu Mensah in there. And I'm going to be fair to Van Gaal. They're Van Gaal's players from last year, whether he stumbled on them or not. Van Gaal implemented them into the first team squad last year. For Jose to say they're his youth players now, I know they're young, but they're first team players for me. He needs to bring somebody through. I would agree with Twansibi. Right, that's the team. I wanted to run through it very quickly. Thanks everybody for watching. Like the video, please. Get commenting in the comment sections what you think. That's our best 11 based on what we've got at the moment. And that's the subs bench I would go with against Bournemouth. Give us your thoughts. Get commenting below. Let's see what you think. Thanks for watching.